Hi, I just added an Ender 5 Plus to my 3D printing collection and wanted to give a quick review of my first impressions based off of running it now here for, about a day and a half. So, first I kind of want to start with where I'm coming from. And this is original Ender 5 that I picked up a year ago and quickly upgraded to what Creality finally sold as the Ender 5 Pro, which was the Ender 5 with all the features that people actually wanted, like the super silent mainboard and the Capricorn tubing and the BL Touch. So all that squealing you hear in the background, that's the Ender 5 Plus with the old driver sets. The Ender 5 Pro is almost silent. So really huge recommendation on the Pro models. This thing's great. This guy's been running non-stop for about 3 weeks now, printing what's called the Montana Mask, which is a 3D printed N95 mask. So the mask itself is made out of PLA. You can see this opening here in the center for where you can insert a filter. So you take regular N95 filter material, you can insert it in there. They're great. I think we've made probably 60 that have all been donated absolutely free to local healthcare professionals. So making these things as fast as we can. And so we decided to order another printer. And here's a size comparison. I've been watching the Ender 5 Plus since it was announced. It was like, oh wow, it's really on my wish list. And then it just kind of fell off the radar because, budget and time and actual need, and I wasn't doing that much 3D printing. So it was like, yeah, okay, if I really start to get back into 3D printer, I really want the Plus. And wow, it is huge compared to the Ender 5. So official specs on the Ender 5 is build volume is 220 by 220 by 300 millimeters tall. Okay. In English units, it's the build plate's roughly 9 by 9 inches, and your build height is about 12 inches. Close enough. So 9 by 9, 12 inches, 220, 220, 300. Ender 5 Plus. Officially 360 by 360 by 400. Or I'm sorry, I think officially it's 350 by 350 by 400 millimeters. That translates to, what is it, almost 15? No, I'm sorry. Let's just get this all wrong here. Almost 14 inches by 14 inches by almost 16 inches tall. So huge space change in size. I mean, you look at this, there's 5 masks. I've got another design. I could print 8 masks at a time on this build plate by building 2 more down here, side to side. I just wasn't brave enough to start a 26-hour print on a printer that I've owned less than 2 days, and I'm still tuning and figuring out the quirks on. So this thing is huge. Design features wise, you can see these 2 bars, the 2 sets of bars on the left and the right. So that's your Z-axis support. It's got a turn screw on each side, very well balanced motors on each side, 4 support bars on the corners. This just complete game changer from the Ender 5. The Z build plate here is absolutely rock solid. This is great. Other nice features. Color touchscreen. Hey, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Not complaining. Let's see if we can see it up here. Filament runout sensor. Finally, the Ender series gets a filament runout sensor. Awesome. Great. Very cool. Good stuff. Same overall frame design. Very solid. Well built. This is good. I like it. Things I don't like. Well, to be honest, one of the first upgrades to the Ender that everybody recommends here is your aluminum extruder. Plastic just doesn't stand up to the constant wear and tear. This is one of the key features of the Ender 5 Pro. What does the Plus come with? The old plastic extruder. So basically, the Ender 5 Plus doesn't come with any of the Pro features you would hope that it would for something that costs almost twice as much. Alright, that's a $10 part. I've got it on order. Amazon says 3 weeks. We'll see. Biggest disappointment? You're listening to it. Ender 5 Plus, premium, top of the line Ender product. Comes with the old, loud, noisy drivers. Why? It would cost like $20 to do this. Yes, I have ordered the upgraded main board for the 5 Plus. Amazon says 3 weeks. We'll see. I'd much rather order this stuff from Creality, but they are completely sold out with the rush for 3D printers to make healthcare stuff like these masks and like face masks in response to the virus. So supplies and inventories are extremely tight. Hopefully Creality, I'm sure they're paying attention just like they did after the Ender 5s. A lot of us jumped on them and said, hey, we love the Ender 5, this thing's awesome, but when are you going to make a Pro version, just like you do with your CR series, that has the silent main board, that has the metal extruder, that has the BL Touch? So they listened, they did it, it's awesome. Hindsight 2020, I wish I'd ordered 2 more Ender 5 Pros. I probably could have got those for the same amount that I paid for the Ender 5 Plus, or well paid once I upgrade the main board and extruder and everything else. So, that said, I'm sure Creality is going to come out here in a month or 3 with an Ender 5 Plus Pro, or hopefully they'll just kind of cancel the Ender 5 Plus and just go straight to an Ender 5 Plus Pro that has the silent main board, has a metal extruder. It already has the BL Touch. All it needs is the Capricorn tube. Fortunately, when I bought my Capricorn tubes, I bought a double set, so I'm all set. I will upgrade to that Capricorn tube here in the next few days. I wasn't worried about it when I first got started. So it's really, that's all it's missing. Silent main board, metal extruder, Capricorn tube, and the Ender 5 Plus would be absolutely golden. My only other things I don't like is, this is just going to be one of those things. I'm going to have to upgrade the firmware. There's a bunch of firmware features that I've really gotten spoiled that I have in my Ender 5 Pro. Things like, BL Touch resets, self-tests, a lot of those other things that are just hidden or not there in the firmware. So that's going to be my next adventure here in a few weeks when things calm down and I've got some more time to experiment. Or actually, really, when that new main board shows up. Then I'll work on getting into Marlin and build my own custom firmware. And once I do that, I'll figure out how to post it, share it. But that's TBD. Right now, I've got my printers going as fast as they can, is just running continuously. I've got about 20 kilograms of filament on order. I'm going through about 1 kilogram a day of filament between these 2 printers now. So, making masks as fast as I can. we'll see. We'll see what I start making when this whole adventure is done. So thank you for tuning in. This is just my quick thoughts on the Ender 5 Plus, and have a lovely day. Thank you.